In this video clip, let's look at phase mass fraction. And for phase mass fraction, you can either set the total phase or the individual. Let's start with total. So if I click on total there, you can see I can set the phases that must go through each stream. So let's take all of the gases out of P001. And then for P002, let's take, say, 10% of the solids and 5% of the liquids. So a bit of a mixture in P002. P003, let's just take 80% of the liquids. And P004, we'll say 100% of the solids. And we say, okay, now SysCAD is doing this sequentially. So it does P001 first, then 2, then 3. So when we say 80, it's only allowed us to take 90% of the solids because we've got 10% going into P002. So if we push 1 now, we'll see what happens if we have a look here. P001 has all the vapors, so none of the other streams have any vapors going out of them. P002 has taken 10% of the solids, so our solid flow is 40, it's got 4, and 5% of the liquids, 2, so a total of 6. P003, 80% of the liquids is going out of there. You'll see there, 32 kilograms per hour. P004 has only solids, so we've asked for 90%. And that's all the solids now because 10 plus 90 is 100, so we've got nothing going out of P005, and P005 is taking the remainder of the liquids. So that's our phase mass fraction. And the phase specification is total. In other words, the total of each phase. But we can now change that and ask for individual. And you'll see what happens here is we can actually split between liquid, organic, and the aqueous forms. You'll see here we've got aqueous flow of 30 and organic flow of 10. So here we can actually split between the individual phase fractions. So let's leave P002 with 20% of the solids. But here with P003, let's have a look and split. We'll take 0 organic and we'll take 50% of the solids. And here for P004, let's take 100% of the organics only and no aqueous. So we'll leave it as that. Push run, and let's have a look what that looks like. So you'll see in P004, it's taken all the organics. No aqueous, but just the organics. So this way, you can use the tire to even split between aqueous and organic. So that's phase mass fraction, both total and individual.